Hey, Roger Bain from Bain Custom Woodworking. I'm back to talk about this Lazy Susan that I created for a customer. If you didn't see the last video, it's a very long, detailed one. I'll link it below. But this is the Lazy Susan hardware I bought. It's from Tambi. I purchased it off of Amazon, and I needed something heavy duty enough not only to hold the Lazy Susan, but knowing that people would put heavy items on the Lazy Susan. This is for my clients' entertaining dining room, so to speak. So about this, and what I figured out is there are feet on the bottom, so they're already offset from the table. The bearings are in here, and they tell me you can oil the bearings if they get noisy at all. And then on this side, this is the side that goes towards the Lazy Susan, so it's offset from the wood itself. And I had to remove 3 of these for the screws. So I have the screws. We're going to head and set this up. But let me show you how I did it. And you'll see that I already have drawn the circle, but I want to show you why I drew that circle in order to place this. So we got to figure out how to put something round on a round device. And I need to figure out, you want it centered. So I took the size of the Lazy Susan. I already have my hole still here for the, when I cut the circle. So I just put this guy right here, and I have this set out for 50% of the diameter. Yeah, whatever. So I'm going to spin this around, and I've created the circle. You can see it already, but it's going to cover that pencil line. So there's where it should sit. So now I'm going to take this, and I'm actually going to turn it over where it belongs, and I'm going to line it up to that circle that I just drew, and by golly, it matches. But then let's compare a few things. 3 3/8 there, 3 3/8 here. Yeah, look at that. We did pretty good. All right, so that's square. So square, it's round, it's perfectly placed where it needs to be. So now what I needed to do is I need to find a way to mark these holes. Pencil wouldn't go through. So I went and found myself a small little finishing nail. I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to tap it. Just want to make sure my circles line up. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I have a drill bit, and I am going to drill out my holes. I'm going to set this beast back on here. Of course, you know, the hard part's going to be lining the holes up again. So let's put the screw through there. Get her started. Put the next one here. Get it started. And put the next one here and get it started. All right, so we are started in the holes. So let's screw them in gently. And yes, I've broken screws before, so we're careful. Okay, so it's in there. Okay, so let's hold on, let's clean up my mess here, and then we'll put it flat on the table and see what it looks like. All right, so she's sitting really level. Boy, that's pretty quiet. I can hardly hear that. But let's try something. That is my track saw. Let's see. Jeez, look at that. That is really slick. Yep, I'm liking that. So let's review what I've got here. I purchased the Tambi Lazy Susan hardware from Amazon. I will link this in the description below. But there you go. That was a pretty good installation. It's pretty stable. I think we're good.